What is good, people? Welcome back to another tutorial video. Now in today's video we're going to be bringing up black plastics. I've used this now on a couple of splitters and the results are amazing, so I thought I'd do a little tutorial video. There's no point using the back to black trim restorers and all that stuff because it washes off, and a lot of the tire gels, the dressings that you can use are gel based, so you get a lot of dirt sticking on them and it just looks terrible. This is a paint, so obviously once it's dried it doesn't attract any dirt and it's easy to wipe off when you're done. So we're going to be showing you in this video how to do it, and I hope you enjoy the video. So very first thing we're going to do obviously is clean both splitters. I'm going to do one half first and just show you the results after. So yeah, any old soapy water or anything like that, if you've got old tire dressing and stuff, you want to use like an APC or, you know, something that's going to get off the residue. But yeah, I'm just going to clean it now. For future reference, this is the APC that I use. Now that's finished, make sure that the whole piece that you're spraying is completely dry, because you're going to get bubbles if you spray over it. So I've made sure to go over the cloth around the whole of the splitter, and once you're happy, we're ready to spray. We're going to be using this stuff, Rust-Oleum high performance top coat, and it just gives a nice matte / satin finish. It's good for plastics, it kind of gives the similar OEM finish that you normally see on older cars. So we're going to spray one light coat first, let that cure for about 20-30 minutes, come back, do another thicker coat, and probably do 3 coats in total, and then we'll see how it looks. Remember, for your first coat it's just a guide coat, so you don't have to fully cover the whole piece of plastic. You just want to try and get it to look a little bit like this. So as you can see, there's spots here where I've missed, but that's okay because the first coat you're not bound to get everything on anyway. It's just to initially build up the paint so you don't cause any runs or anything like that. Once you're happy with your first guide coat, leave it for a good 20-30 minutes depending on what the aerosol can is. I think mine is, no idea, roughly 20-30 minutes you should be okay. If it's well ventilated, maybe less than that, but just leave it about 20 or 30 minutes, come back and then apply a thicker coat, and then we'll carry on. Okay, so this is the second coat. This is how it looks. Remember, you don't want to go too thick, otherwise you'll get runs, just a little bit like where I've gone. But it's okay because I used a little bit of this just to take the paint back down. This is just a demonstration piece anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it's not perfect, but trust me, at the end you'll see how much of a difference this is compared to the first one. To help with a heat gun, you can use a heat gun, but don't go too close onto it. You want to be doing it about here, and then you want to be doing it a very slow gradual pass, because you spend too much time in one area, you're going to melt the plastic and it's going to make all these bubble up and stuff, and you're going to lose its texture. You don't want that. So heat gun is perfectly fine. All you're doing is warming the panel up. You don't want to concentrate on one area. I'll probably go ahead and do one more coat and see how it looks. Make sure as well that you're getting right into these corners, because these are the bits that you'll see when the bumper is sat like this. So you'll see all these bits. Make sure you get right into there and do the underside as well. Third coat is now heat gun dry. Like I said, just do a small pass. You don't want to spend too much time on an area. That's dry. I'll do probably a last coat and then put it up to the other one and see how they are. Right, so the fourth coat is now laid. I'm going to let that air dry because what I don't want to happen is to have all this all dry up. So I'm going to let it air dry and then come back in a second. And we have finished. Look at the difference of that. See, this one's much shinier, and that one's all dingy and old. So just to recap, I used the Rust-Oleum Hard Hat Matte Black paint. I also used the APC, where is it? From Valet Pro. Like I said, you can use any APC, cleaner, soapy water or anything like that. Just as long as you take off any residual trim dressings, wheel tire gel and all that stuff, make sure it's all gone. Apply one light coat. Let it dry for about 20 minutes. You can use a heat gun at this stage, but only use it on a low setting and do quite fast sweeps. You don't want to focus too much and burn all the plastic. Once that's dried, second coat, again do a light dust. Once that's dried, do another coat. On the third coat, I normally let it, I've just done it by the heat gun and that was fine. On the fourth coat, I did let it dry naturally, and that's just to keep all the shine on it. As you can see, well, it's difficult to see in here, but you saw the cinematics and you saw how much of a big difference it makes. This will work for most of your plastics. I've got a couple of grills down there that it would work on. I also have, what stuff have we got actually? We can actually show you what other stuff we could use it on. So down there, there's the center console. That's a VR6 splitter, that would work. Any plastic dashboard trims, anything like that, it should work on. The reason why I prefer this method over a trim dressing or anything like that is mostly they're temporary. You apply the dressing, it stays shiny, and if it's a gel based one, it's going to be very sticky, so it will take you from driving down the road and you've got loads of dirt and crap stuck on the splitter, and then you've got to wash it off, and then you've got to reapply it. Because the paint is dried, it's a dry splitter, the dirt on it you could just wipe away anyway. But anyway, if you did enjoy this tutorial, make sure you give it a like and subscribe for more car content, and we'll see you next week for an upload.